So near where I live, once a month, by a temple. Actually, it might be put on by the temple. They have a antiques market. So I went today, and let's take a look at some of the stuff I got. So first, we're going to start with this. Cool little coin, lovely design. It's a 50-cent coin. Now, this one is from 1930, and these coins are 72% silver. Next up, we have a larger coin, also silver. This one's 80% silver, so it's 100 soles. Now, soles used to be the currency of Peru. I think it was in the 1860s to the 1980s that they used the sol. So this coin is a commemorative for 100 years of political relations between Japan and Peru, 1873 to 1973. Peru was also a destination of many early Japanese immigrants. So lots of them would immigrate to Peru. They would work on farms, on factory jobs. They would go there to find work. They started families. There's actually even today a lot of people who are Peruvian of Japanese descent. Also, one of the former presidents was. All right, let's move on. Here we have a bond, a war bond. I already have, actually you can see it right there, some bonds. I actually have a few bonds. Yeah. So this one's a war bond. It's got, you can see a tank, aircraft, the flag. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I was looking online, it would have had, basically it was a clipper bond. There was a piece to clip here that seems to be missing. So we have a 10 yen bond. All right, let's move on to paper money. Here's a fun one. It's got a samurai on it, on a horse. It's really cool, very likable. You can see the sun, the samurai. This one's actually really well put together, decently common. It's from 1944, and it's 5 cents. It's from the 1930s. This was 50 cents. 50 cents after this coin, they stopped making in silver. Basically, during this period, there was a lot of inflation. All right, our next one is a bit of a mystery to me. I've only done a little bit of digging. So this is the hansatsu. Hansatsu was Japanese paper money before the yen. Now, most of them, these became kind of common in the Edo period. The Tokugawa government allowed local governments to produce their own script. Now, this one, we can see it's 1 silver monmi. Now, the measurement system back then was not the same as the measurement system now. So, a monmi would have the equivalent of a 3.74 something. Most of the time it's recorded or written down as 3.75, but a lot of people argue that it wasn't exactly. It was a little under. Interestingly, even today, the 5 yen is 3.75 grams. So you could say that the 5 yen coin weighs 1 monmi. Now, during the Meiji period, they basically overhauled the measurement systems, and they got rid of a lot of the old ways of measuring things. However, interestingly, monmi survived for measuring pearls. Now, this one, I kind of looking at the design on both sides. I wonder if a temple issued this. As far as we know, and as far as I've read, the oldest example of paper money in Japan was issued by a temple. These were usually denominated in gold, silver, or copper. There were also ones that were denominated in other commodities that were used a lot, such as rice. So that's pretty cool. Kind of always wanted one of these. I just thought the example was cool, and I liked the drawing on this one, so that's why I got it. All right, now it's time for some art. Yoki woodblock prints. We have a few. There's a copy of one. Actually, no, that's not a copy. That's a reprint. You know, they took the old stamps, repainted them, and made a new one. Those ones are more copies. Those are pretty cheap. So they had a lot of examples here. I liked this one. I really liked the details in her kimono with the coloring. Her hair. So this type is often classified as a beauty. These were quite popular for, well, obviously quite a while. Everybody likes looking at pretty girls, right? Here we have a reprint that I really liked. So I gave her a bikini to make her family and YouTube friendly. So as we can see, we have a topless woman with a sword fighting a dragon. This was the carving, which was done by an artist named Kiyoshi. He was alive from 1798 to 1861. This scene is actually showing something from mythology. So we have our dragon here, Ryojin, and this is Princess Tamamori, and she stole his jewels. Turn that into a metaphor if you want. Now, as you can see, we have a topless woman with a sword, fighting a dragon. Naturally, like every guy that walked by this place that was selling these, and they had this out, all looked at it like, ooh. So, I bought it.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like